Based off an article from LendingTree.com, 52% of Americans carried a balance on their credit card in 2021. Now, I don't know if that was because they believed they needed it to carry a balance in order to build credit, but in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 myths that people believe about credit cards and what you need to do instead to set yourself up for success. Let's get right into that. First myth is just that you need to carry a balance on your credit card in order to make sure that you are building credit. This is just simply not true. Paying off that balance in full every single month is going to be the best thing for you. Your credit score is actually built up of 35% of it is payment history. So the best thing that you can do for your credit score is just simply paying off that credit card every single month in full. You're actually able to do this simply by logging into your account and setting it up for automatic payments where it will pay off the full balance every single month. Now, if you're not able to pay off the full balance every single month, at the very least, set up automatic payments to pay off the minimum balance every single month. This will make sure that you never miss a payment. It's also important to note that you want to keep your credit card at a very low utilization, at least below 30%. However, it is suggested even as low as 10%. 30% of your credit score is built up off of the amount owed. If you have a lot of money owed on your credit cards, this is going to drastically bring down your credit score overall. So you want to make sure that you're paying those off in full every single month. Next myth that we need to debunk today is that you need to close any accounts that you are not using anymore. This is just simply not true. Having your old credit cards still open, even if you're not utilizing them as much, that is a good idea. Now, if you have a credit card that has an annual fee and you want to go ahead and cancel it, that's understandable, but before you cancel it, consider looking into other options. Contact your credit card company and see if they have any other options for you. Something like downgrading the card to one that doesn't have an annual fee. Maybe if you've been a great customer for them and they want to keep you, maybe they'll even upgrade it for you to a credit card that does not have an annual fee, and that may be an option for you as well. If worst case scenario, you need to cancel your credit card, it's actually not going to really hurt your credit score as many people believe it will. It's actually something that the reason it may hurt your credit score is that you are going to have less credit available to you overall because you are closing that account. Let's say your credit card that you're closing has a $2,000 credit limit. You have $2,000 less available to you overall for your credit limits than you did before. This could potentially impact your credit score if you are still utilizing the same amount of credit every single month. That means that you're now over the, let's say, 10% or 30% threshold. However, that is just a side note, and if you're needing to cancel that card, then do what's best for you and know that overall, it's not going to have a huge impact on your credit score. Now, myth number 3 is that applying for new credit cards is going to hurt your credit score. Now, this is somewhat true. However, it's not the full truth. With this, it is something that whenever you apply for a credit card, most of them are going to pull a hard inquiry. That's something that goes on your credit score for the next 24 months. And it is something that negatively impacts your credit report to a certain extent. However, it is minimal. You want to make sure that you are weighing the pros and the cons of this. If you get this new credit card, as long as you're getting it for the right reasons, the pros could outweigh the cons in this situation. For instance, the pros could be that you get an introductory offer. Let's say you get that $200. That's pretty sweet. Or you're getting 5% in rotating categories, and that's able to help you get much better cash back every single month. Well, that's going to be a huge perk for you, and that could mean that this credit card is worth it. However, if you're getting the credit card because you need it, because you're in a crunch, because you need the cash, this is going to be a negative thing for you, and you want to make sure that you're not setting yourself up in that way by getting a credit card because you need the money. Now, myth number 4 is one of my favorites, and that is credit cards get you to spend more money. Now, this could be true for you and it could be true for me, but You have to understand yourself and your particular situation. I cannot say for you that it's a good idea for you to get a credit card. You have to know yourself. I cannot say for you that it's a good idea for you not to get a credit card. And for many, they've heard the advice of Dave Ramsey, which has a lot of great advice about getting rid of bad debt. But however, his advice when it comes to not using credit cards, I believe is incorrect, and that you should be getting credit cards as long as you can be responsible with them. When it comes to credit cards, you have to treat your credit card as if it was cash. If you do not have the cash in your bank account to be able to pay off the balance that you're about to incur on your credit card, then you shouldn't be using that credit card for that purpose. The best way that you're able to make sure that you're doing this is by having a budget and making sure that you're sticking to that budget. This will set you up for success long term to make sure that you have that money every single month to be able to pay off that balance that you're incurring. If you treat your credit cards like this, then you will be in a good place and you won't have to worry about using credit cards, but you will have that sweet, sweet cash back that you'll be receiving because you're using credit cards responsibly and you're using them in the right way. Myth number 5 is having a high credit limit is a bad thing. I've actually heard this a lot. Some people want to reduce the amount of credit available to them in case they were to lose their credit card or whatever the case is. There's a lot of different things set up to protect you in case you were to ever lose your credit card, or if it were to be stolen, you're able to contact that company, tell them to cancel it, tell them this was a fraudulent charge, whatever the case may be. Having a high credit limit is actually a very positive thing for you, and it's going to be of benefit to you when it comes to your credit score. So this is also a myth. Now, if this video helped you, go ahead and check out this one here, which is going to talk about how to considerably increase your credit limit, or this video here, which is going to talk about one of my favorite credit cards and some of the benefits of having that credit card. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Zach helping you with your finances, and I'll see you next time.